Well, hello, dear viewer. Filet mignon coming to you from Medium Rare Poetry. And have you heard the latest news that Donald didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize? He thought he was going to. He thought he was a shoo-in, but I think he put his foot in it, which stymied his chances. So today's poem is going to explain exactly why Donald did not win this coveted award. So I hope you enjoy No Peace for Donald. No Peace for Donald by Filet Mignon. Donald was distraught, and wow, his acolytes were grim. They'd announced the Nobel Peace Prize, and the winner was not him. He'd campaigned right across the world to win this decoration. It's made of gold, and shiny things were always his flirtation. In Paris, Rome, and London, and way down in darkest Ghana, he'd pleaded for the honour that they'd given to Obama. Besides, he'd never won a prize for doing something good. He should at last be recognised, at least from where he stood. He'd halted 7 wars in just 6 months, he'd oft repeated, although he never left the desk where Spotty Bum was seated. The claim of great peacemaker was so tenuous at best. These tribal conflagrations with long histories never rest. There's always time of quiet from the battles that do harm. It's when the old combatants bury dead and then rearm. So Bully Boy would take advantage of these short respites and threaten trade embargoes which would pause the next gunfight. Pakistan and India long fought for poor Kashmir, the latest skirmish bounty for Don's interfering ear. Atomic bombs aplenty in these most religious states. Don promised them some new ones if they simply cooled their hate. Rwanda and the Congo were a constant source of pain. Donald hadn't been there, being terrified of rain. He'd made a deal in June to buy the diamonds that they drilled. July came round and saw 140 more were killed. Thailand and Cambodia fought for an ancient temple, a fragment of a piece of land for prayers most transcendental. So Donald didn't change a thing, he just told them to stop. He'd ban them from America to set up Asian shops. Egypt was conflicted with the drought-struck Ethiopia. They dammed the Nile so they could share the liquid cornucopia. There was no war at all between these testy next-door neighbours, but Trump said he would have his say and undermine their labours. Armenia had 40 years of heat from Azerbaijan. Their old contested border was as rusty as a can. Both leaders were fed up with this and wanted lasting peace, so Donald lent them Sharpies and a lunch of fast food grease. Serbia and Kosovo held remnants of the 90s. The pair had not been warring, but they stole each other's pine trees. Back in 2020, they both signed a deed of trust inside the Oval Office and before the Lord of Lust. Then Israel picked a fight with longtime enemy Iran. The two of them went at it with their long-range missile plans. But Donald couldn't cope that he could miss out from this clash. He dropped his bunker busters for a wad of Yahoo's cash. Don then claimed a victory with this violent form of peace. Iran then bombed his air force at Qatari's centerpiece. From day one he'd stopped Putin from destroying vast Ukraine, electioneering promises that went flushing down the drain. The Prince of Peacetime Making was at war within himself. He'd sent his troops to blue states like an all-controlling elf. He'd stirred up his supporters to go at opponents' throats, to make him lord and master as he bragged he was the GOAT. He ripped off poor old veterans who had served his country well, and stripped the poor of healthcare so his billionaires could swell. His claims of halting conflicts were as hollow as his heart. He was the homegrown terrorist, bad genes right from the start. The panel for the Peace Prize honoured focused, calm achievers, not loud and phony bullies that would clutch at any beavers. The Don had sent Pete Hegseth to the Nordic Peace Prize region, who'd failed to swing the panel even though he was Norwegian. How could those vile Vikings pick a lefty Venezuelan? Wait, they'll next award the prize to a poet who's Australian. But don't you worry, Donald, soon your agony will cease. The time is near when they will chant, "Now, Donald, rest in peace." Well, did you know that if you want something really badly, then the universe picks up on that and you'll go on wanting it. You'll be wanting. And that's exactly what happened to Donald. I hope you enjoyed the poem. Please like, share and subscribe. It's free, you know. And press the notification bell and YouTube will let you know when another one's coming. So thank you so much for watching and bye bye for now.